A lot of young men these days, because of what we're seeing on TV, social media, are having an extremely difficult time with women. Even good-looking dudes, the type of guys you look at who you think, oh, you know, that guy could pull any chick he wants, yet he can't seem to connect and engage. You know, growing up, this was me, right? A lot of you already know my story. I grew up just being extremely shy. Even me now, I know I seem like real talkative and real outgoing. You know, I put together all these videos and I spit all these facts, but you also don't put into consideration that 80 to 90% of this is all scripted, right? I already know what I'm gonna say. If I mess up, I can just refilm it, so there's no pressure whatsoever. But anyways, growing up, besides being real shy, I was also extremely small. I was about a head shorter than everybody else. And it wasn't until around high school when I finally hit puberty, had my growth spurt. And it's weird because the same girls that laughed at me, made fun of me, called me names, that called me a dweeb, these were the same girls that started hitting me up on MySpace. And so by the time I was around 17, 18 years old, now they were looking at me differently. And I'll be honest, at this time, this is probably when I was actually my best looking. I was kind of like in that whole pretty boy stage. By this time, I had been working out for 2 years. I had all these newbie gains. My jawline was super sharp and chiseled. You might even be at that age right now and you're experiencing that. You're good looking without even trying. You've got that six pack because you got a fast metabolism. Everything's just going your way. But I remember during this time specifically, it was like everywhere I went, girls were checking me out. And I don't mean that in a cocky way whatsoever. But I remember going to the mall, especially girls my age, they just could not stop staring. I even remember one time, there was actually this older girl, she's around 10 years older than me. I remember she came up to me and she's like, wow. I was like, you know, I got all awkward and she's like, wow, you're a handsome young man. Gosh. And she like just really admired me, right? And it felt good. It felt really nice in that instant, you know, to have a grown woman say that to me. I'd never experienced something like that in my entire life. And this happened quite a bit during this stage of my life. And because I had grown up so shy and so awkward and no girls ever liked me, I wasn't used to being recognized as this like good looking kid. So I didn't know what to do with it. When a girl, you know, gave me some attention or looked my way, I would get all awkward. I would either like look away or look down. Or if I was with my bros, I'd try to play it cool. I remember I would like, you know, put on my model face. But never would I ever actually go up and talk to that girl. Never would I grab my nutsack and go say hi, introduce myself, because I didn't know what to do. I was like a deer in headlights. And so, hey, the reason why I created this video was because a lot of you are in the same position I was. A lot of you are good looking dudes, better looking than I ever was. I mean, I've seen some of you are straight chadsters, yet you freeze up around women. You either see a pretty girl and you let the opportunity slip by not talking to her, or you do go up and talk to her and you just screw it up because you're just spewing out stupid jokes and stuff. So today I'm gonna discuss 4 things that will liberate you and that will completely rid you of the burden of performance, which is number 1, stay in your true nature and quit performing. It's hilarious, bro. Hollywood has us believing that we gotta go out and save the entire world in order to get the girl. For example, I was just watching Shia LaBeouf in Transformers like a month ago, the first one. I was rewatching it and I noticed that Megan Fox, she didn't give a rip about this kid.
We've been in the same school since 1st grade.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Until he finally, at the very end, saved the entire world. Only then did she get all googly-eyed after him. But check it out. This ain't real life. Ain't none of us out here saving the world. Our freaking president can't even save the world, let alone you or I. Got us out here thinking that in order to get the girl, you gotta be a world conqueror. Another example, growing up, I played Super Mario Bros. Love that game. But think about it, what's the motivating factor behind beating the game? When you finally defeat Bowser and all his goons and minions, what's the prize? It's Princess Peach. And what does she do once you conquer all the bad guys? She lays one on you. And you get to take her home and she rides your Yoshi. See, look, bro, everything we've been taught is do, which, hey, to an extent, okay, I understand. A man is valued for what he can do, what he can bring to the table, while a woman is valued just for who she is. But you also don't have to conquer the entire world. The only thing you do need to conquer, however, is just your fear of going up and talking to the girl. Remember, a girl is just a girl. God made her from the rib of Adam. And that's it. She's not some goddess or some superior being like the world tries to make out women to be. She's just a woman. And no matter how gorgeous she is, she still stinks up the bathroom like you do. She still gets just as nervous as you do. So realize this, my brother, you don't need to be doing all these over-the-top stunts and cartwheels and all these different magic tricks. No whole bunch of talking and yapping. Check it out. I'm gonna echo the wise words of Elisha Long right now. This dude absolutely changed my life, and he actually inspired this video. I want you to think of yourself as a little piece of bread, and women are like the little fishes in a pond. Now imagine you being the little piece of bread were thrown into the pond. Now what do all the fishes do immediately when they see that little piece of bread? All of a sudden they swim on over, flock the bread, and start nibbling away. But what would happen if you, being the bread, if you started moving around and talking a whole bunch? The fishes would stop and they would freak out. They'd be like, what the heck is this? This ain't bread, this is something weird. Let's get the heck out of here. And yet most guys, they always do this. They don't know how to just be themselves. Just be a piece of bread and relax. Just float in the water. See, a man's true nature is just to be calm, be chill, be like that bread in the water and just relax. And let the fish just enjoy you for you. And if a certain fish, if they don't want you, if they don't like you, then hey, you don't go swimming after that fish because you'll start scaring all the other fish away. So hey, the moral of the story is just to stick to your true nature. Just relax, be calm. Now before I continue this video, I want to hook you guys up with an exclusive deal today. This is my one and only sponsor that I do every single month. You guys already know, Manscaped. And today they actually just released their new product, and right now you can get free shipping plus 20% off. As always, I'm not trying to forcefully sell you something, so you can go ahead and skip this part if you want. But hey, I think this is actually pretty dope, and most of you really like their products. So as always, this is an absolute game changer. Right here we got the new Handyman, which is a compact face shaver. Hey, it's small, but it's a beast. It delivers a quick close shave with a unique dual blade system. It features a standard foil shaver as well as a long hair leveler blade to knock down up to 3 days worth of growth. So hey, for those of you who deal with patchy beards like me and who want to go for a more clean shaven look, this will be your go-to look, especially for those of you who deal with acne. A lot of the times when you use a razor, this can actually cause more irritation, leading to more acne. And because this sucker's got skin-safe technology, you're not gonna have to deal with any of that. It's also waterproof like all their other products. So again, be sure to check out the link that I have for you down below and get 20% off plus free shipping. Now, before we continue to the next topic, I do wanna make things clear here. This video is not gonna teach you how to not be nervous around women. If you're trying to find a video on how to not be nervous, you ain't gonna find one. Being nervous is just the way of the game. But in my opinion, that's also what makes it so thrilling. Bro, I remember I used to get so nervous when I was younger. Even taking a girl out on a date, I would actually, before I went out, I would throw up. I would literally vomit in my freaking toilet. I was that nervous. So hey, if I could do it, you could do it. But hey, you gotta drop the standard of performance and perfection. I remember once I did this with Bree, this is when she finally fell in love with me. See, the first 2 times that I met her and started talking to her, I didn't do this. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. The first time I was acting all like distant, like, you know, I don't need nobody, I don't need no chick, you know, I'm just doing me. The second time I went in the total opposite direction. I was trying way too hard, and then later that night I went back to being like all distant and cool again, and leaving her just totally confused. And I almost lost her because of that. At first she didn't want nothing to do with me. But once I just finally let go of the facade and I just acted like me, like that piece of bread, once I just chilled out, then she started nibbling. And she couldn't get enough of me. She couldn't get enough of the bread. The second thing I want to talk about is, hey, realize that she is just as nervous as you. So with that in mind, what should your instant reaction be to that? It should be to make her feel warm, to make her feel comfortable, right? Think of it this way. Imagine you found a sad little lost puppy on the side of the road, and you walked up to it and it was real scared. It didn't want to come near you. Would you act all weird and scared too? Of course not. You wouldn't even be thinking about yourself and how you feel. The only thing you'd be thinking of is how you could make that puppy feel less scared. Your focus would be solely on the puppy and making them feel comfortable, making them feel warm, relaxed. I know it's kind of a wonky, kind of weird concept, but it's the same kind of deal. Remember, you're a man, so stop making yourself out to be this sad little lost, abandoned puppy. Instead, put yourself in that higher position. Hold yourself to that higher standard. Think of how you can make her feel warm and comfortable around you. Think about this. If you had a daughter and she was, say, scared or nervous about something, would you match her energy and start talking a whole bunch? I know. It's okay. I'm scared too, babe. Of course not. You would act strong, stable, secure. You'd probably say something like, hey, don't worry, I got you. See, you would focus more on the energy that you're giving off more than what you should say, which leads me to number 3. Focus more on your energy opposed to your dialogue. This right here, this is that true daddy energy. See, the world thinks that daddy energy is lustful, seductive, saying the right thing at the right moment, all performance based, which is not entirely true at all. It's not about dialogue and what you say and trying to win her over, trying to reel her in with the right words. It's about presence and energy, keeping that power in your nutsack. Now, I built an entire 6-hour masculine masterclass on this. So if you want to check it out, plus get a free membership to Masculinity Plus, which is an exclusive monthly video program that you can't get anywhere else. So I'll link that down below. And the last one, number 4, don't make her your everything. I had a guy message me this morning actually, and he said how he had just broken up with this girl and how she was his everything. And the first thing I said was, wait, hold up. If a girl is your everything, what's that make you? If things don't work out with her, what are you left with? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. See, look, you need to be whole before her, with her, and even after her if things don't work out. And this is the way that you have to see yourself. You have to see yourself whole. No girl completes you. That's the new standard that you have to set for yourself. You carry that energy around, you'll be an absolute beast. So hey, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you got a little nugget of information. If you did, please give this video a nice big thumbs up. Hit the notifications button to be informed of when I drop a new video. And hey, check out this video right here. It's a powerful one. I'll catch you soon. Peace always.